What's up, guys? We are back. This is our second video of our welcome to the Level Up program and Facebook gaming series. That's not really what it's called. It's something like that, but it doesn't have that many words. Anyway, welcome back. Today, we're going to go over the best practices. It's going to be crazy. There's a lot of stuff to go over. So bear with me. Some of it I'm going to go over faster than others because it's just something that you need to do research on and take the time to understand. Other things, I'll go into a little bit more details. I'll give you my thoughts, things like that. Just to reiterate, Facebook does not pay me to do these videos. They have not asked me to do these videos. I do these videos because I want to. Anything that I say here that is not something that is written down is just my opinion. And if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. It is what it is. If you're on YouTube watching this, though, do me a favor. Hit the subscribe button. It'd greatly appreciate it. If you're on Facebook, go follow our gaming page. We'd love for you to do that. Actually, go one step further. Make sure that you enable notifications so you know when we're always live, which is Monday through Friday, 4:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We stream other times, but that's our schedule, and you'll see a lot more about schedules in this video as well. So let's get started. All right, this is a super important topic. Setting up your page, titles, captions, and tags. So I've seen people just go live. They don't have anything in there, or maybe they just type like hi chat. That's all it is. Use the description space that you're given within Facebook gaming that no other platform really offers to sell yourself. Sell yourself. You need to perfect this. This is your resume. This description for each video is your resume. And from what I've seen, now this changes, and it will always change because Facebook has an algorithm, and the algorithm never stops. It doesn't matter what you do to try to beat it, you're not going to, and that's fine, because what you can do is you can take these best practices, utilize them in your favor, and succeed. I mean, Facebook gives us these tools and these resources, and we pave our own road for success, and doing this, titles, captions, and tags really benefits a lot. People are searching all the time for certain things, cyberpunk, Call of Duty, whatever it may be. When you're tagging these, you're now getting put in front of these folks. That's what the algorithm does. It puts you in front of these folks. You're going down the river and they're fishing, they're waiting. And when they see you and you have a title that is captivating and something that draws their attention, they're coming in. And now they're a viewer. Now what you want to do is you want to move them from a viewer to a follower, preferably a live notification follower, because they're going to be a long-term fan. That's everything Facebook is about. Titles, captions, and tags. Sell yourself. Put in things that are relevant. Read it for yourself. Hashtag, PC Master Race, hashtag Xbox, whatever you feel relevant. We're writing your stream's caption. Remember that readers remember the first line. That first line on your resume is the most important line. Sell yourself in 2 sentences. 100%. Sell yourself in 2 sentences. Also, backtrack with the hashtags. Personally, 3 to 4. 3 to 4. Don't be that person that goes to hashtaggenerator.com and copies 99 of them and post them. Just don't do it. Don't do it. You need this if you need to edit anything at any time. Your tags, your caption, maybe you're changing your game. Maybe you've completed your quest and you want to update the successful game is 100% complete. You're just kind of venturing off in the Badlands at this point. You can do all of that from your creative studio when you're here. This link, one of two things. It is your most recent live video on demand, or it is your current live video. For me, it is my most recent because I'm not live. Click on it. It brings up our actual gaming page here. This should be muted, which is good. I'm going to pause it anyway. So right here, title optional. Today, I'll be really honest. I was thinking more about making this video than creativity in my title, because I know it is optional and I need to stop doing that because that's probably not good practice on my part. So don't take that advice. But I knew that I couldn't write anything that I wanted to write, because if your caption's too long, I'm not reading it, and most people are probably that way. If it's too short, it doesn't really get to the point. You're not seeing this a lot anyway. You do see it, but you don't see it a ton. It's this line right here that is the most important. The first one in your description. first one. If you didn't have this there, it'd be blank. Who cares? This is still the first thing you're seeing regardless as a viewer. New video released, all caps. I'm letting people know there is a new video. Telling you what I'm doing with it. It's a series that we're starting on Facebook Gaming. We're diving into all the details, all the nitty gritty, all that. Now, normally, this is my first thing that you see. So if I don't have anything that I need to put in there that I want to grab your attention, this is what's first. And it's probably the majority of the time. And I feel like it works though, because since doing this, I've noticed certain trends that have increased and it's worked out. Now, it's just my experience. It might not be yours, but it's the first thing people see is my schedule. They know when I'm live. And when they're on their phone, they see it. If they go to anything in the description, they're going to see it almost instantly, if not instantly. And it's no different than, you know what? I know my favorite show plays on Wednesdays at 9 p.m. I'm going to be there Wednesdays at 9 p.m. It's a great thing. Highly recommend it. Right here, notifications. I left this for last, and I want to keep it separate because notifications are critical. So, Creator Studio, right here. See this live notification followers? Read this. The more viewers that follow, opt into notifications by clicking following, the more watch time you'll get out of your streams. Remind viewers to do this during your stream. Asking viewers to follow and like your page and your posts is considered engagement bait and discouraged. So we're doing two things here. There's two separate things here. So the first one, the more viewers that follow and opt into notifications by clicking following, the more watch time you'll get. This metric right here is how many people out of my 558 current followers, 111 them, almost 20%, have the notifications on so they know when I go live. This number is very critical. This number needs to grow and it needs to get bigger, or your successful in Facebook gaming will just stay at a standstill or go in reverse. This has to expand because what you're doing is you're converting a viewer to a follower to a live notification follower, and you know they're now a loyal fan. Now there's still people that will unfollow even if they've been following you loyally. You may do something that doesn't settle well with them. They may just move on. It's part of process. It's part of the business. It is what it is. But right there, you want people to hit that bell and you want people to put exclamation point, notify in the chat. Problem is it's discouraged and not best practice to put it in your title. Now, if you look here, I have another hashtag right here, which I haven't went over my hashtags yet, but I give a little verbiage about, Club Spatula. It's our community. You're the VIP. I mean, I do this for you. I don't do this for me. I do this for you. Sorry. I wake up at 3:10 in the morning and I do this for you. Nobody in their right mind sets an alarm that early for themselves. But I just say, welcome to hashtag Club Spatula. I want that hashtag to be injected in the algorithm. Even if it sits at the very bottom, I want it to be there. I want it to be in that little trickle. So that way, if it does ever catch on, it's already established. It's there. Boom. Trend. I do say, don't forget to hit the bell or type exclamation point notify in chat. Now, it is discouraged. There are people that do it, including myself. I'm not telling you to do it. I'm not telling you not to do it. I'm just telling you best practices in writing says, verbally tell them all day. You can say, hey guys, don't forget to exclamation point notify in the chat, hit that bell, drop us a follow, say it all day. Don't spray it. I'm just kidding. It's in there. It's discouraged. It's considered engagement bait. I personally think that they're lenient on it as long as you're not being an absolute, ignorant person about it. I mean, don't sit there and just first thing you say is, you guys follow me. Just keep it cool. Mine blends in. I'm not saying that makes it right or wrong, but I'm saying don't forget to hit the bell or type exclamation point notify in the chat so you always know when I go live, because your likes, your shares, and all of your love does help the stream grow. So it's kind of pushed further down. It's probably not frowned upon as much. Again, your discretion. Do what you want. All right, stream settings. We're just briefly going to go over this. I can make a video about this in every setting available, but there's thousands of them out there. It's what helped me. A lot of things come into consideration for your stream settings. Internet speed, your computer's, processing speed. There's so many variables and impacts. Games will impact it, help it make it fluctuate if you're using a PC for everything, that kind of thing. The most important thing here, in my opinion, is they've migrated to using SSL. Extremely viable solution, very safe, very secure. I would also recommend hitting this use persistent stream key. That way it doesn't change. It will still change, but for the most part, it's going to stay the same. I notice when I do live like test broadcast that my stream key does reset the next time that I go live, but I know that, and I'm sure it's something they're working on. I would also, actually, it's probably not something they're working on, because realistically, that separate key says close this off. This isn't for public. This is for admins and mods and things. So I get why it resets. Just be aware of that, just so you know. Which brings us to the next topic. Rehearsal streams. I don't know if you guys know it or not, but you can do a test broadcast on Facebook Gaming. Meaning, I could go live right now and record this entire video. You would never see it. It would be a video on demand that would stay in my library. It does have views and some metrics based on me and my admins and mods and stuff like that viewing it, but it allows me to see what is wrong. So what I do it for is I do a test broadcast, I go live, bring it up on my phone, and I see, all right, is the video still good? Does this look good? I do it when I make certain changes. So I have a green screen, change the lighting a little bit and things, and I test it, make sure it's good in all kinds of different aspects. Put in new hardware. I test to make sure that I don't have any lag. There's no issues with audio, things like that. It's really recommend to try it out. It's super important, especially if you make a change. I mean, it's technology. Technology fails. The last thing you want to do is get up on stage, aka go live, press that button, and then just have something not work because you didn't test it. Testing is important. It's a good discipline to learn. I have a checklist myself every morning before I go live. I don't do a test broadcast necessarily because, if I made changes, I'm doing that the night before, making sure it's good. But every morning before I go live, I check and make sure, check microphone, make sure my audio levels are good. I test audio on both PCs. I test video on both PCs, make sure all my scenes work, make sure I didn't delete a graphic for some reason, and God forbid I bring up something and it's gone. So I highly recommend jumping into that and taking a look. Encoding, so they're just giving you some spec options depending on your system, so in your game. Again, you have to adhere this to you. I don't know what your computer can handle. I don't know what it can do. I know personally for me, I stream at 1080p, 60 frames per second, and I have a 6,000 bit rate is what my bit rate is. So I'm doing 6 meg, and I actually have a check mark boxed that allows it to adjust when needed. So if I only need 5.5, it's going to do 5.5. If I need 9 for some ungodly reason, and Facebook allows it, it'll shoot up to 9. Whatever my current screen scene requires, it adjusts. I use it because I think it's part of the NVIDIA hardware encoding. I'm not really sure, but it's absolutely awesome, and I highly recommend it. So check it out. So now we're going to go to what I feel is probably one of the most important parts when it comes to streaming, and that is your schedule. Content schedule, stream length. Also, I use, you guys don't actually see that. Cool. On my mouse, it has these circle guys that come up because I use 2 computers and 1 mouse and keyboard. So that way I have more room on my desk. But anyway, so the most important part right here, let's not take away from it. Content schedule and stream length. Real quick. So most successful creators on Facebook post regularly. Now, that's not just going live. It's also other posts and things like that. Just make sure that you're regularly posting. Keep yourself in the algorithm. And make sure your viewers are aware of your streaming schedule. That is so important. When you go to my description, you see my schedule. It's at the very top. When you go to my page, my banner says, boom, live, 4:30 weekdays, 4:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You know that I'm live. If you've been to any of my social medias, seen pretty much the majority of all of my thumbnails, my schedule is there. I have a starting screen that I will use sometimes, and it has my schedule on there as well. They need to know. People need to know. Everybody needs to know your schedule. Because the thing is, all right, football, 1 p.m. Sunday, your favorite team plays. You're going to watch it. You're going to stop what you're doing, and you're going to watch that football game, I should say. Same thing with content creators. I mean, people want to know when you're live so they know when they can be there. I'm live every morning at 4:30, so people know that, if they're crashing out and getting ready to go to bed in the West Coast, that it's late night for them. They can come in, hang out. A lot of people, it's evening, and, other countries that, a lot of my viewership and fans are from, but it's very, very important. The next thing, it says that Facebook, you can stream up to 8 hours at a time. It's actually 12. It is 12. I confirmed that before I did this video. Actually, I confirmed it like 47 recordings ago because I've recorded so many variations of this. We're sticking with this one. It doesn't matter. I'll do some editing. Yeah, I mean, make your stream exciting. I'm not saying stream for 12 hours because I really don't have a reason to ever stream for 12 hours. Kudos to those that do 24-hour streams. You'd be able to do that in 2 blocks of 12. Unless you guys want to, do a star challenge and I get 1 million stars, I'm probably never doing a 24-hour stream. It's just not in my game plan. It's not part of what I do. But for those that do, God bless your souls that you can do it for so long. But yeah, you can stream for 12 hours at a time. Try to stay as entertaining as you can. It doesn't matter what you do. My typical streams are 2.5, 3 hours. I will notice myself falling off from time to time. The best in the world fall off from time to time. You start, ooh, man, you get in front of here. All right, I'm gonna hit go live. Ooh, man, your adrenaline's pumping. You're playing a game. Everything's good. It's gonna fall off. It's gonna falter a little bit. You drink an energy drink, chug some waters, get a coffee. You're ready, man. You're ready to go again. Just do what you can. Make it entertaining. Find a niche if that's what you're into. The beautiful thing about doing what we do is you can be whoever you want to be. I mean, Kiss wears makeup when they play. Slipknot wears mask when they play. Dr. Disrespect wears a mullet and sunglasses when he plays. I have no hair, but it's not a gimmick. Shoot. Anyway, just do what you want to do. Be creative. You don't have to just sit here, go live. I have a green screen that is 13 feet behind me. It is ridiculous. It's an entire wall. The lighting in here isn't the best, so this is like what I have for right now is what is shown. I wish I could make it better, but I have black soundproof curtains all around, and believe it or not, black cloth absorbs so much light. But the point that I'm getting at is I have scenes. There are times where, and I'll probably do it again when I rearrange, I have another camera. I'll walk over there, flip down my wireless mic, and just start talking and chit-chatting and come back and do what we need to do, get back to business. But do what you want to do. If you're comfortable and content just sitting there, just sit there. If you want a camera for your pet, do it. I'm probably going to come check you out. I got a real soft spot for that. I probably won't let you know I'm there, but I'm definitely there lurking in the background. So just keep that in mind. Increasing engagement. So the first thing that they talk about here is skip VOD intros. The first 3 seconds of a video are too critical to leave just on a repetitive intro. So you're scrolling through your feed, you see a live stream, and you stop. It's going to start playing. In that first 3 seconds, you're either getting somebody's attention, they're coming in, or they're going to pass you up and go to the next one. That's just the reality of what it is. And, I'm sure they've done extensive research. Your brain within 3 seconds has already made that conscious decision of, yes, I want to check this out, or no, I want to move on. So I have the bad habit of doing an intro. I do. And it's just a starting soon screen. It's very bright. It's vibrant. It has my schedule on it because, again, I want people to see my schedule. But I do have it. But I have it for probably the same reason as a lot of people. It's kind of a weird thing sometimes, just sitting down in front of a computer and hitting go live, and like all of a sudden, wow, like there's people that I don't know that I'm interacting with and communicating with and building, you know, a community with. It can get to your nerves sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I get super nervous and super excited every time I hit go live. This morning I jumped right into the action. There was no intro. It was just me, boom, right there. As soon as it got started talking, hit it. But there are some mornings where I have to have my countdown timer because I have to mentally prepare before I go live. And it's because I hold myself to a certain standard, and I want to make sure that I'm delivering that standard. And I'm not always 100% confident that today is going to be the day. I mean, it's no different than I've recorded this video half a dozen times, just this segment alone. And I've said the same thing. I just don't like how I said it, or I don't like how it came across. But they're just saying it's critical for that first 3 seconds. Make sure that you just draw people's attention. And the most successful way of doing that for best practices is you being right there in the action. Mix up your interaction style. Well, it's great to chat and stream. You don't need to be limited to questions. Tell a story. Talk about your day. Talk about the quest that you're doing, or the game that you love, or a movie that you and your wife watched last night, whatever it may be. You know, you and your partner went to an amazing dinner. Just tell me about it. That's all you got to do. Keep the excitement up. Churning happens between matches. If you're playing like a first-person shooter or a battle royale, you're going to see your numbers go up. The closer you get, you're going to see them drop. You know, when you lose, or you've gone a little while and you haven't gotten a win. There's a lot of people that want to come watch just you, but there's a lot of people that want to come watch your gameplay. So your gameplay is not always going to be exciting. Keep it exciting other ways. Tell stories, whatever you got to do. Don't let your audience get bored. That's really what it comes down to. Don't let them get bored. It's the first thing here. It's okay to leave the stream on an exciting note. You're getting there. Top 5 situation. You see 3 or 4 people come in. Top 2 situation, you've got 8 viewers all of a sudden. This is the most you had all week. You win. In that win, 2 or 3 more viewers came in. You get a couple GGs in chat. It is perfectly fine. Now, don't do it if... I'm not saying hit and run, so, you know, you just went live 12 minutes ago at your first game and you're out of here. Don't do that. But let's just say you're at your mark. You're at your 3-hour mark. That's all you stream for, is 3 hours. That's what your schedule allows. That's the perfect time. What's up, guys? Wow. Thank you so much for the GGs. Oh my God. Chucky, thank you for the 50 stars, man. I appreciate that. Guys, thank you for coming in with the follows. Don't forget to hit that next, that notification, exclamation point, notify in the chat. Thank you guys so much. We've reached the end of our stream today. It's been an absolute pleasure, and I hope that I can see you tomorrow when we're back at 4:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Have a good night. It's okay to do that and leave. Because honestly, now you've struck up some curiosity. Like, okay, this guy did good. He ended on a good note. Let's check him out tomorrow. It's okay to do that. It is perfectly fine. I mean, you need to come at it with an approach. Like I said, don't just, 4 games in. See you guys. Peace out. Thanks. You be the bad guy at the table. I've done that before. I've had that done, I should say, to me, like playing poker. Guy sits down, hits you for a stack, and then walks out. It's never a good thing. But people are going to see you've been live. You've got, it'll be good. Just try it out if you are at the end of the rope. You don't have to keep moving forward if, you've reached your time limit, or that, you're just not there anymore. Have that positive note. It's going to help you feel better too. Imagine ending your stream and being like, man, everyone was so excited, rather than, I'm going to play 3 or 4 matches and then it just plateaus back out. Just saying, it does a lot to your confidence as well. Set up chat specific streams. So the only thing I'll say about this is Facebook's coming out with a hanging out, and it's not available to everyone yet, but I think it's an absolute amazing feature. So when you're not playing a game, you can hang out with your community and continue to build and grow. Awesome tool. Absolutely awesome. Acknowledge positive feedback. This should be at the top of the list. This should be the most important thing. It should be mentioned 4 or 5 times. You're not streaming to piss people off acknowledge that. Acknowledge it, acknowledge it. Build a healthy community for your concerns. These both kind of go hand in hand, to be honest with you. The community needs to be a good community. Nobody wants to be part of a toxic community besides toxic people, and most of us don't have time for that in our lives. So if your goal is to flourish, I feel like you're going to be most successful when the community is flourishing with you. So how happy you are, how exciting you are, you're building a healthy community, you're acknowledging them, you're keeping up the excitement, you're growing, you're letting them in a little bit on your personal life with some photos and sharing some things and other posts and getting them engaged. Keep growing, keep building that. Make sure that the toxic people, kick them out. So, for me, it's Club Spatula. You're a VIP. If you're a part of Club Spatula, you are a VIP. But if you cross the line, I'm going to call security, and security's going to escort you out the front. You're not going to be allowed back in. It's just that simple. There is no pleading a case. It's just my rules. These are your rules. It's your community. You are the CEO. This is your show. This is your stream. It's your rules. Now, if somebody breaks those rules, you can implement a punishment as you see fit by timing them out, banning them, whatever it may be, maybe off streams today. Come on, chat, hey, talk about giant schlongs. It's just not what I represent, and I don't have one, so don't do it. Whatever it may be, however you choose to do that, just make sure that your community is growing and is healthy, and report things that need to be reported. You're not a snitch. I don't give a crap what people say. If somebody is eating, I don't even know. There's a million examples. If somebody is harassing you and you feel a threat, it's a little cross the line, a little weirdish, report it. This goes for men and women. I don't care what sex you are, what nationality, what race. If there is something that's bothering you, somebody comes across the line, these people investigate it, take a look at it, take a reaction, check me out. For now, that is it. We'll see you in the next video, guys. I'm out.